8 million records worldwide, a staggering 3 million tour tickets. They've been invited to perform for US President Barack Obama at the White House. They've even got inside the Pentagon to perform. Now, ahead of their 10th anniversary world tour, I'm delighted to be joined in studio by Celtic Woman, who are, at this time, Susan McFadden, Lynn Hillary, Mairead Nesbitt and Mairead Carlin. You're very welcome to the programme.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll talk in a moment, but let's do something first. What's it going to be?
Well, Danny Boy.
Yeah, all right. Boy. Take it away.
Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But coming back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow, and I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when ye come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead as dead, well, maybe you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear those soft tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to
Oh, very sweet indeed. That was lovely. Thank you very much. Brian, we have to mention, on keyboards, hidden away in the corner. He did Trojan work as well. Now, tell me about the World Tour, which is kicking off in the 3 Arena on the 24th of January. So, what's going to happen? Mairead, you've been there, done that before, because you've been in lots of shows.
Yes.
And the RT Concert Orchestra in your time.
Yes, indeed. It's great. Yeah. Well, I think we're just so excited, Pat, to bring it all back home, basically, back to the 3 Arena and on the 24th. And, you know, we're just so excited to bring... there's something for everybody.
Okay, now, the show itself, for people who haven't seen it, what can they expect?
Well, it's you know, a lot of my friends always ask me what I do, and, you know, because we've been... you know, all around the world, and yet when we come home, people have no idea, you know, and it surprises me how it's so huge in America, and yet at home, people know very little, you know, and it's, you know, it's a kind of a mixture of songs that people want to hear. You have to give people what they want. So there's good few standards in there. Obviously, we do our versions of Danny Boy and You Raise Me Up and beautiful Irish classics. And then there's obviously a lot of original music as well, and some beautiful instrumental music. We've got an amazing bagpipe solo. We've got some of the best musicians, I think, in Ireland. Owen O'Neill, Ray Fean. You know, these are men who have been everywhere, you know. Chris Rea, you know, Ray Fean is like the most amazing drummer, I think a lot of people
So it'll be the songs that everybody kind of knows.
Yeah.
It's sort of in our DNA as well as...
and
it's
touches
some
the
original music as
heartstrings,
well.
you know? And David Downs, our musical director, he creates these wonderful arrangements. So when you are hearing these songs like standards, you know, like Danny Boy, and he makes them sound like you're hearing them for the first time, really, with his arrangements. They're so beautiful.
If people want to get tickets, CelticWoman.com is where to go.
Or Ticketmaster.
Or Ticketmaster as well. All right, now each of you, how did you end up in Celtic Woman?
Well, I met our musical director, David Downs, through Riverdance. He was one of the original MDs, and he did a lot of the orchestrations for Riverdance, actually, as well. So I met him. I was singing in Riverdance, and just got talking to him one day, and he said, "God, you're a good singer, you know, and you're kind of consistent, you know." I think that's the word he used about me, was consistent. So I
not a
think
bad
he
thing.
remembered me.
I wouldn't put that on my CV. You know.
It's Hillary, consistent.
It's great actually, because we all know David from some different paths, and we're all from different backgrounds, and I'm from a traditional and a classical background, and I met David years and years ago, actually, when I was working in RTE, and did different projects with him, but we all know him from working with him separately, and you know, done various solo albums and everything with him, and he's just a fantastic musical director and composer.
Okay, and so you had been doing a lot of stuff in the West End.
Yeah, I'd actually been living in London for, I think at the time, about 8 years or so, and I just finished actually a run in the West End. I was doing Legally Blonde, and the call literally just came at the right time, and came from Dave Kavanagh, who's the producer of Celtic Woman, and it was very much out of the blue for me. It was a phone call to say that one of the girls was actually leaving to go have her fourth child, so it was kind of there was an opening, really, and
So
would I be
here we
interested? And 3 years
And
later.
Mairead number 2. How did you end up in this show?
I was doing I had a solo album with Decca Records in the UK, and I was kind of doing folk music, really. I just finished a tour with Don McLean. That's kind of where I was at, and that deal actually had just fallen through, and I was kind of in a bit of a transition period, and I was doing a gig in New York for the Ireland America Fund, and happened to have my CD with me, and give it to this guy called Josh, who I had no idea worked for Celtic Woman. 6 months later, one of the girls leaves, and I get the call. So yeah, that was how I got involved.
And that's how you all end up as this happy foursome this morning. We're going to hear another one in a moment, but first of all, who got inside the Pentagon?
Yes,
Myself and Mairead Nesbitt.
Yes, that was amazing. Yeah, Jenna and Martin Dempsey, and his lovely wife invited us to sing a few songs there, and also we went to the hospital, which is adjoining, and met a lot of the very young vets in their 20s, and that was certainly a very moving experience for us. Yeah, it was a fantastic experience.
Okay, well, you've done 48 of the 50 American states. I suspect Alaska and Hawaii are the...
We did Alaska.
We did Alaska.
So what's the other one?
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I really want to go there.
Yeah, let's go to Hawaii.
And what's the missing one then?
And we went for the first time this year. We went to Brazil, actually, and we went to where else did we? Yes, we're going to the
Getting
UK.
new territory.
New
So,
territory.
so we haven't
You're
got time
missing
to go
one
to that
American
missing
state.
Yeah, we haven't got time to go to that one state.
All right. Okay, we're looking at the clock, so we better get that second one underway. What's it going to be?
Neil Shin Law.
Neil Shin Law.
It's about partying and seizing the day and all the important things.
all the
Okay.
good things in life.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And my fiddle's tuned for play. sin lán I bheith go bhfuil solas sword atá sa alley. Tell me that the night is long, tell me that the moon is gleaming, fill my glass, I'll sing a song, and we'll keep the music streaming until all the songs are sung. Níl sin lán I le gá, níl sin lán a bhfuil maidin, níl sin lán I bheith go bhfuil solas sword atá sa alley. Níl sin lán I le gá, níl sin lán a bhfuil maidin, níl sin lán I bheith go bhfuil solas sword atá sa alley.
Brilliant. Neil Shinalaw. Neil Shinalaw. Well, it's made my day, I have to tell you. Anyway, Celtic Woman, the World Tour, commences at the 3 Arena on January the 4th. For more information and tickets, go to CelticWoman.com or Ticketmaster for tickets. But Mairead, Susan and Lynn and Brian in the corner, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Pat Kenny Show.